Welcome back to the grand finale of the Value-Added Playbook. For the past 4 weeks, we've been on a journey. We started by rewiring our mindset, shifting from what I can sell to what value I can create. We learned how to build a product that solves a real job to be done. We transformed our service from a cost center to a marketing machine. And finally, we learned how to build a brand through powerful stories and a connected tribe. But to be honest, right now, all of those things are just ideas, and ideas are completely useless without action. The biggest question is, how do we make this real? How do we stop guessing if we're adding value and start knowing? Today, we're going to turn this entire philosophy into a practical, repeatable system for growth. We're going to build your engine for continuous improvement. Value can feel like a soft, fluffy concept, but to grow a business, you have to connect it to a real, tangible result. Peter Drucker famously said, "What gets measured gets managed," or improved. If we're not measuring value, we can't systematically improve it. The key is to ignore vanity metrics like social media likes and focus on value metrics, the numbers that tell you if your customer is genuinely happy and successful. There are 3 key metrics that I want you to focus on. The first is your Net Promoter Score, or NPS. This is the answer to one of the most simplest questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to recommend us? It's the ultimate measure for customer satisfaction and brand loyalty. The second is Customer Lifetime Value, or CLV. This is the total profit you'll make from a customer over time. When your CLV is increasing, it means that people are staying longer, buying more, which is the clearest sign that you're delivering consistent value. The third is churn. This is the percentage of customers who leave you in a given period. Your goal is to get that as close to 0 as possible. Reducing churn is the direct result from making your product or service indispensable. So how do we improve these numbers? Well, not with a massive risky business plan. We do it with a simple, powerful feedback loop popularized by Eric Ries in his book, The Lean Startup. This is the engine that will power your growth, and here's how it works. First, you build. You start with a hypothesis, like I believe this small change will add value for my customer, and it'll improve this specific metric. The key is to build the smallest, fastest thing possible to test the idea. This is your minimal viable product, or MVP. Second, you measure. You release that small change and you collect the real world data. Did your NPS score go up? Did that part of your website get more clicks? You measure both the numbers, quantitative, and the customer feedback, qualitative. Third, you learn. You look at the data and ask, was our hypothesis correct? If it was, you persevere, you double down, and you scale that change. If it wasn't, you pivot. You've learned something valuable about your customers and what they don't want, and you form a new hypothesis. Let's make this real. Imagine that you run an e-commerce website. The hypothesis? Our checkout is too slow. We believe that adding a one-click payment button, build, will reduce frustration and decrease cart abandonment rate, measure. You add the button and do A/B testing. The group with the new button has a lower abandonment rate. What did you learn? The hypothesis was right. The change added real value. Now you roll it out to everyone. That was only one turn of the engine. The goal isn't to be right on the first try. The goal is to learn faster than your competition. To get this engine started, I want you to conduct a simple value audit of your business. I'll even link a free worksheet in the description below. No strings attached, you don't have to give me your email or anything, it's just a straight download. Just ask yourself 3 questions. The first is about your product. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well does your product solve your customer's real job to be done? And the only way to know this is by asking them. The second is service. What is our biggest point of customer friction? Where do people get stuck, confused, or frustrated? Check your emails and reviews for clues. The third is about the brand. What is that one core story that we're trying to tell? And are our actions consistently telling that same story? The goal of this audit isn't to make you feel bad about your scores. It's to find the biggest opportunity, the best place to start your first build, measure, learn loop. And with that, we've come full circle. We started with a mindset. We built the pillars of product, service, and brand. And today, we've given you the engine, build, measure, learn, to improve them every single day. Adding value isn't the project you finish. It's the fundamental purpose of a business. As we stand here today and we look towards the future, the business that embraces this relentless cycle of improvement are the ones who will lead. Your final piece of homework is the most important of all. Start your first feedback loop. Look at your value audit and just pick one thing, that smallest change that you can make this week to test a new value hypothesis. In the comments below, I want you to tell me that first small step that you're going to take. If this series has been valuable to you, please share it with another entrepreneur who needs it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.